welcome to the Six Report. Today I'm joined with Jason Dankowski, VP of Technical Services and Geology at Moneta Gold, to discuss the recent press release. But Jason, I'll let you provide a quick overview of yesterday, June 20th news, and we can take it from there.
Excellent. Thank you very much, Kyle. Happy to be on Six Report. So essentially these latest press results, what these are highlights from our infill drilling at our Westway deposit. And this is one of our key deposits. Here we're looking to convert inferred into indicated as we advance towards the PFS study for our Tower Gold project. So we're drilling at 50-meter centers, so it's very much infill. And then we're also doing step out, to confirm the size of the resource. Is there opportunity to grow as well? What's key about this particular deposit at Tower Gold, the Westway deposit, is that it hosts both open pit and underground resources. And I think that this is really important because we have, an open pit and an underground in our first 11 years of our PEA at this particular deposit. And so when you look at the near surface drilling that we've done, we've got 42 meters, 43 meters at 4.03 grams per ton, 29.8 meters at 2.6, which includes, 19.8 meters at 3.7, and then we've also got 29 meters at 2.5 grams per ton, which includes 9 meters at 5.6. These are very exciting results because what it's doing is validating our resources, while at the same time it's providing that confirmation of grade continuity, which can be extrapolated down to depth. You can take what you see near surface and make the determination that the same sort of continuity should exist at depth. And when you look at it that way, it's de-risking both of these key elements of our future PFS.
Perfect.
So it's all very positive for us.
Appreciate the overview. And when I was reading the press release, something caught my eye. It stated that 28 of the 54 infill and step-out holes did not intersect mineralization above 10 grams per ton, which is fair. That's a rather high grade. But of these 28, 16 did intersect enough for an economic cutoff of 0.3 grams per ton, and 12 failed to meet the cutoff grades. So what did you learn from this drill program, and does this change your approach at all moving forward?
I think first and foremost, it's validated our resource in the main part of our deposit at Westway, within that open pit PEA pit shell. Grade intercepts, highlighting grade continuity, and now with the closer space drilling, we're able to add clarity to the mineralization controls on this particular deposit. Secondly, we were able to constrain the resources to the north and the south without losing any significant volume to that resource. So, and this was accomplished in the more step-out type drilling. So, the 12 holes that you referenced that failed to intersect, they were mostly to the south and to the north, and 2 holes were within the core of the deposit that sort of constrained the continuity of one of our smaller veins within the middle. All of this is positive news from an infill and step-out perspective because our resources held together quite well. And so does it change our approach? I would say no. We're advancing forward. We're still on infill. We're still on step out within the PEA pit so that we can maximize the value in our future PFS.
And how are you allocating meters in terms of step out versus infill, and what can we expect from the remaining assay results?
So as I said, the prioritization is infill. That's the key step towards advancing towards PFS. We need to convert things into indicated so we can convert those into future reserves. And then as we do this, the second phase of our program is the step outs, and we want to constrain those resources. We want to convert anything that's waste within the pits that potentially could be ore. We want to drill that now. We want to convert also that into indicated. So I would say that's a second priority. And then as well as where we see opportunity to expand the pit and make them larger, if we see higher grades that can actually alter the shape of the pit, we're focused on drilling that to indicated as well. So I'd say it's a 3-stage approach in terms of our program, and the results that we're seeing right now doesn't change our approach to that at the moment. And I guess the next step that we're now sort of transitioning to is now drilling off of our Windjammer deposit as we finish off Westway.
Thank you for that, Jason. And is your team utilizing any technologies or implementing any capping for a more conservative approach?
In terms of technologies, I would say we're quite conventional. We're using the latest technology to analyze the core, whether that's hyperspectral or magnetic susceptibility. 4 acid digest, geochem, and we're utilizing all of that data as we, in my opinion, one of the key values of the team that we've put together here is really around understanding the geology. And that starts with a first principles rebuild, from understanding in place with understanding lithology, structure, veining, alteration, and how those directly impact and contribute to the mineralization controls of our deposit. And we feel that if we understand the mineralization controls, we can take that to our resource estimates and domain it correctly and estimate it correctly, so that what we come out with is a realistic view of our deposit, rather than an optimistic or anything like that. And so to me, that's the sort of secret sauce of our team, and that's the foundation that we've sort of built upon going forward. Is let's create a real deposit, a real mine plan, and take that to the market as we advance to PFS.
So I appreciate that, but how do your drill results from Westway deposit compare to other deposits within the Timmins Gold Camp and the overall potential of the Tower Gold project?
A great question. I think we compare well to the other deposits that are doing exploration and mining in the eastern side of the Timmins Gold Camp. You've got Mayfair, who are expanding and growing their resources quickly. You've got current and former producers in McEwen and Holt Holloway on each of our side. And then you've got explorers that are looking to discover new deposits in the region. We're right in the middle of all of that action. We're building that, and we have a solid geological understanding of our ore body. We're using that to find more. And we're already showing good economics and a 1.1 billion NPV at $1,600 gold. So to me, we're right in the thick of it. We're right in the action, and we look to be, a leader as we develop into the next gold mine at Timmins.
Perfect. Jason, thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it.
Thank you very much, Cal.